Hi everyone, this is Christine Josty of Mail Something Pretty, and today I wanted to show you these cute little treat boxes, how to make them. And it uses just a 4x6 sheet of paper, and today I use the Flowers for Everything patterned paper because they're just so much fun, the fun colors, lots of patterns to choose from. So I'm going to make one with this paper. And you need a paper trimmer. And at my template here, this is kind of what it looks like before it's put together. Like I said, it's a 4x6 piece of paper, and then we're just going to score it a few times. So let me cut it. So when you cut the paper, this is already a 6-inch wide piece of paper. The stacks come 6x6. You just want to make sure when you cut, if you have a direction in your paper, actually I think I might do it this way, so that the direction goes the wide way, so that, you know, your whatever your pattern is, not side base. Okay, so there's my 4x6, and then I'm going to score it. My measurements right here. So at 1 3/4, I'm going to use this trimmer. The light gray is the score blade. 2 3/4, all in inches. 4 1/2, and 5 1/2. Then you're going to flip it. So I'm going to flip it so I want the bottom to be scored at 1 inch. Okay, and so that's all the scoring we need to do. We're going to do a little cutting. So it might be hard to see with a pattern. Let's see what's on the other side. It's a little hard to see the score marks, I think, on the film, but you can kind of see it here. So there's this little tab, so we're going to cut this little tab off. We're going to cut the tab right up to the score mark off, and then we're going to notch right there. Just makes it easier to fold. And then my 1 inch score mark is right here, so I'm going to cut each of these score marks up to that 1 inch mark. And then I saw this tip and I thought it was a good one when you need to notch. I'm going to just fold along the score lines, these back, so then I know what I want to notch, and then I'm just going to notch these. And notching is just kind of cutting a little triangle off the sides. Just makes it easier when we fold it in for like the box, like that. Okay, so then there's our shape. Looks just like this one, just in reverse. And I want to fold on all my score lines. I don't think you really need a bone folder because this designer paper is thinner than regular cardstock, but if you want to, go right ahead. I don't usually use my bone folder that much. Okay, all right. So now we want to put a little topper on, and I used the stitched nested labels, and I used the 4th largest size. And I actually, another demonstrator made these boxes and I really like them, so I'm really just copying from her, just with my own colors. But that's what we do, right? We copy designs and we share them. Okay, so I already cut out my label punch, and I scored it in half, so I think it was at 1 5/8. Just makes it easier for folding over. So I'm going to put some multi-purpose liquid glue on here, and then I'm going to line up the edge. So there's a score mark right here, and then the fold right here. And this was on that thicker panel, whereas this is the thinner right here. And then I'm going to put some more glue on that thin tab on the right side, and I'm going to fold this over, and then I'm going to fold this like I'm going to close a book, and it's going to line up perfectly. It makes it much easier when you fold it over instead of trying to manipulate it in your hands. Okay, so there's our box, and I'm going to Put a little glue on these little tabs here. See how the notches make it easier to fold in. And then I'm going to put some glue on this one. This is the front. So that way when I close it, this is the back side and the front side, then you won't see the seam in the front. And this is another tip that demonstrator gave. And I actually, sorry, I don't know her name. I think her website is Pixie something. She took her glue bottle and she put this in, and it just helps close up the panels with the glue, and I thought that was a good tip. Okay, so then you're going to pinch in these sides here, which is easy. Again, the paper's thin, and then that's how you're going to close it. So what I did, you can use either these Velcro tabs, or I happen to have magnets around that have adhesive on them. So you can use either closure. I'm going to take so the two magnets are actually stuck together. I'm going to take the sticky part off both sides. I'm going to lay that down. Oops. And then I'm going to close it. And you do the same way with the Velcro. You put both the pieces on, and then you close it. And that way the magnet goes where you want it, or the Velcro, and then you just carefully open it, because it's sticky, but it's not perfect. We need to squeeze it better. Can't quite see. Here we go. So now I'm going to squeeze it better to stick on. Okay. And that's cute, just as it is. You could stamp something on here before you glued it on, or we're gonna put a little bow. So I'm gonna use, on this one I used the Bumblebee gingham ribbon that's sold individually. And I'm gonna use this Just Jade gingham ribbon, which matches, well, they both match really, the paper, and this comes in a triple pack, so all three come together. And I'm just going to tie a bow. I like to tie my bows, or use a lot of my ribbon while it's still attached to the spool, instead of just guessing the length, because if you guess wrong, you can just undo it and redo it, whereas you cut it, then you have to start with another piece. Okay, and I'll trim it better once I put it on there, and I'll just use a glue dot on the back of the bow, put it right on there. It really dresses it up. There we go. Okay, and then if you want, we can put candy inside. I have 2 little Kit Kats in this one. And where's the other one? I put lemon drops. I think Hershey Nuggets fit inside nicely. They stack up on each other. So they're small, but sometimes just perfect size for a little treat for somebody. Okay, so there we go. I'll show you all my, just close them all. All right, 4 samples to show these cute little treat bags that just use a 4x6 sheet of paper. Thank you very much for watching. Please check out all my other videos on this YouTube channel, and be sure to subscribe so you get notified when my next videos are published, and click that bell so you do get that notification. Okay, I appreciate it very much. This is Christine Josti of Mail Something Pretty. Have a great day.